Welcome to the DNA Trivia Game Show, where regular citizens are tested on their knowledge of DNA's past, present, and future. I'm your host, Elizabeth Alfonso, and here are your contestants, Shayna and Jordan. Please put your hands together for them while they introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Shayna Carwise. I'm 15 years old, and my hobbies are shopping, and more shopping.
Ooh.
Hi, I'm Jordan, and I'm from the Alpha Beta Math team. I got a 5 on my AP Bio test, and I like to deal with our computers.
Okay, since you have met our contestants, let's begin. First round is a DNA timeline. Who cross-pollinated the garden pea plants to prove the blending theory of genetics wrong?
Mendel.
Correct!
Who's Mendel?
Mendel took 2 pea plants, a yellow and a green one, and cross-pollinated them.
Oh, okay.
On to question number 2. In 1928, who experimented on vaccines in mice, and what did that open up?
Britney Spears.
No, Britney Spears wasn't even alive back then. Jordan, do you have an answer?
Frederick Griffith.
You're correct again. Question number 3. In what year did Pauling suggest that the structure of DNA is a triple helix?
I know this one.
1953.
You gotta be faster to win this game. One more and we will move on to multiple choice. In 1933, who used research in bacteria to document that DNA is a genetic molecule?
Avery, right?
Correct! Now we move on to multiple choice. In 1970, who uncovered a method to read or sequence DNA? A. Griffith, B. Sanger, C. Avery, or D. Mendel?
Well,
B.
Correct! You're getting the hang of it, Shayna. In what year did Rosalind Franklin take X-ray photos of DNA? A. 1952, B. 1996, C. 1860, or D. 1951?
either A or D.
D.
Correct again! During 1996, the Human Genome Project was formed to A. alleviate joint pains, B. clone, C. sequence the human genome, or D. creating a human garden gnome.
C.
Yes! This is getting interesting. In what year did Chase and Hershey provide the final evidence that DNA is a genetic material? A. 1996, B. 1952, C. 1928, or D. 1860?
B, I hope.
Correct! When was the birth of the first cloned sheep? A. 1996, B. 1953, C. 1928, or D. 1952?
A.
Yes! One more into our bonus question. In 1953, Watson and Crick proposed a detailed what? A. Triple helix, B. Single helix, C. Double helix, or D. Quadruple helix?
C. In the future, we could probably be so advanced that we might be able to clone humans.
There are 2 different types of methods for human cloning, those being with embryos or by cloning with an adult cell. With embryos, compare it to identical twins, which is done by splitting, resulting in 2 of the same cells. For an adult, you would use cells that contain DNA, which are most of your cells, including skin cells, brain cells. You remove the nucleus from one of the adult cells and throw away the cell. Then you have the nucleus by itself. Then you get an unfertilized egg and you remove that nucleus. Instead of keeping the nucleus like you did with the adult cell, you throw that away and keep the cell without the nucleus. Think of it as a carrier. You keep the carrier from the unfertilized egg and the nucleus that you're going to put inside the carrier to hold it. You then take the nucleus from the adult cell and put it in the unfertilized carrier, and the egg soon acts as a fertilized egg. Reasons to not clone humans besides ethical values. Every time the mother looks at her child, she sees herself when she was growing up. The father sees the replica of, let's say, the 18-year-old he had fallen in love with. The difficulty in establishing the child's own identity, and mutations or developmental abnormalities within the child, the cloned child. With these negatives, why not do that? It brings back the dead in a sense. Eugenics, which improves the human race. Infertility, assisting medical research, or to reproduce one's own qualities.
Welcome to DNA Trivia.